Hello and welcome to Polloi Two, and today it is an unboxing video. So I've been buying quite a few bits off eBay for projects that I'm working on, and those have arrived. I also bought an absolute bargain, which is this box at the bottom, and I've had a donation from Craig in the US. So let's get straight on and open all of these packages. So we are going to start with this one, which was my bargain buy from eBay, and the one I'm most excited about opening. This cost me £2 plus £5 postage, and it is going to be packed full of exciting things, all from one movie. Now, I'm a big fan of the 1998 Lost in Space movie. I really love the set design. I really love the sort of character design and the robot design. Everything about it I thought was cool, and I've been collecting toys from it since it came out, and I think I have most of them now, although there's still a few little pieces that I'm after. There's a transforming gun that I haven't got, and this box contains a whole load of things that I'd never seen before and a few bits that I was missing from my collection. As I say, it cost £2, which I thought was an absolute bargain. It just proves that people aren't actually collecting Lost in Space stuff. It's one of those sort of hidden gems of toy lines. So let's have a look inside, and I'll show you what I got for all of that money. Oh, it's actually pretty well wrapped, and I can already see the exciting things that I wanted to get. So there were a whole load of these unopened as well. These are Lost in Space pullback toys. I think they must have come from a fast food chain. I don't actually remember them at the time, but there are 4 in the collection, and I think all 4 of them are in here. So that's Blorp on looks like a sort of little red ball or something. We have the full sort of original version of the robot. We have Don West in his, what is that? It's just like in a sort of command chair. And then we have Future Smith. As I say, all of those for £2 would have been a bargain on its own, but there's even more than that. So I'm going to actually open those in a minute because I want to see them out of their packet and see them working. There were also a few of these, which are these sort of PVC things, I suppose. They are sort of hard rubber versions of some of the characters. I've got a few of these. I know I've got Blorp, and I've got sort of Future Blorp, and I think I've got the sort of Future Smith as well, but I don't have these. So this is the blue version of the robot, so the original sort of undamaged version. And then we have 2 versions of the damaged robot. Again, those would have been a bargain for £2, but I got those and the wind-up robots. But there is more, because we've got lots of these, which were the cards that you collected if you were eating Kellogg's Frosties at the time. Every time you opened a packet of Frosties, you would get one of these, which is a lenticular card, and there is also a sort of normal cardboard collector card in there. And you can see these are nice little lenticular things. And if you collected enough tokens, you could send away for this, which was the case to hold them in. I've already got the case. In fact, I've already got a couple of cases, but I believe these are full of cards as well. So let's take a look and see. They are indeed. So have we got full sets? One of them said it had duplicates in it, so that looks like duplicates. And then what is in this one? This to me looks like an almost full set. So there should be 8 cards and 8 lenticular cards. Let's see. Oh, there's only 7 of the cardboard cards, but we have oh yeah, we've got all 8 of the lenticular cards, so that is almost a full set. Those again for £2 would have been a bargain, but there is even more. So let me rearrange my desk and I'll show you the last bits as well. And then the final thing in that box is these, which I think is just lots and lots of spiders. When you bought the action figures, each of the action figures came with a large spider, and there's a whole selection of those. There were 2 different types of the spiders. Ones that had these sort of opening little jaws, which are these ones, so you sort of push those levers and the jaws open. And then you have this version here, which was a spring-loaded version where you sort of ping them and they would fly up in the air. That actually flies pretty well. And there's a whole load of these. In fact, there should be even more in this set here, of which there is. So if you ever need spiders, I'm the man to come to. I have got hundreds, by the look of it, of these spiders. Way too many to do anything with. But yeah, all of this was £2, and I think that was an absolute bargain. But let's open these and see what they look like. So we have 4 of these sets, and yeah, they're all little pullback vehicles. I'm just going to open them by cutting the bag. I know a lot of people would say don't, because these are, I suppose they're 25 years old now, but I want to have these out and have them on display. So I'm going to cut all of these bags. I may end up keeping the bags just for some reference, but I did want to see them and be able to actually play with these things as opposed to just look at rather scruffy looking bags. And here you go. Here are the 4 pullback vehicles. They are made by NLP ink, don't recognise that one at all, but it's from 1998. I guess they are just, yeah, they don't do anything remarkable. They are literally pullback vehicles, but we have the blue version of the robot. We have got Blorp on his, I don't know really what that is. It looks like a sort of red little planet or something. It's quite cute. We have Future Smith with all of his sort of spidery goodness. And then we have, yeah, Major Don West on the command chair, I'm guessing. That's what that's supposed to be. They are pretty cool little things. And as I say, I've never seen those before. And all of that was £2, which is an absolute bargain. It's amazing that you can still find things like that on eBay. And I'm just really pleased to have this all in my collection. A load of duplicates of things. But yeah, there's a lot of things here that I didn't have. Now, you'll have seen in my last unboxing that I was sent this by Elliot, which is the real Ghostbusters Ghost Trap. And it was missing its handle. So I'm hoping that I'm going to be able to make something to replace that. And that is what I've ordered here. This is some 20mm diameter PVC rod, and I think that should be the right sort of diameter that will fit in here, and I can make some sort of handle from it. Often when I buy materials for projects, it is a little bit of a guess as to whether it will work. This cost me, I think it was about £5. It seems quite a lot for a short piece of plastic, but I've not been able to find it sort of locally in a sort of a DIY store or anything like that, so I just had to go and buy it online. Hopefully this will be the right sort of fit, so let's open this up, and then that will be a potential new project that I have ready and waiting. Okay, so as you can see, it literally is a 20mm diameter bit of rod. I think this is made out of PVC, so I'm not going to be able to use plastic weld on it. I should be able to use some other things, and my hope is that this will just fit in there. And do you know what? That is a pretty good fit. So yeah, that was the right size of diameter rod to buy, and I'm going to be able to make something with that. So as you can see, that is the start of a new project. Just a piece of pipe, but I can see potential. This rather large box is an eBay purchase because I have plans to do a project, and I was looking at the broken version of the toy that I had and realised that actually it was quite a lot more broken than I had imagined and had a lot more pieces missing, and so I needed to get another one to be able to start the project. And I saw this one listed on eBay. I think I paid £35 for it, including postage, but it's got all the missing pieces that I need to go on the one that I have got, and I reckon by combining the two I should end up with something really quite nice. So let me open this up and I'll show you what it is that I bought. Okay, actually quite well packed for an eBay purchase, and you might get an idea what it is if you look at the bottom of it. You can see there it is a thunder tank. So let me get this out and I'll show you the sort of sorry state that this toy is in. Okay, so here it is. Here is the Thunder Tank, and actually it's in far better condition than I was expecting, and also has come with far more pieces. I've seen the Thunder Tanks on eBay go for quite a lot of money. In fact, I was bidding on another one which had none of the sort of parts with it, but it was the body of it, which is in reasonable condition, and I offered the guy 30 quid for it and he turned me down. So when this one turned up, I think it was listed at £50, and I offered the guy £35 for it, and he did an instant buy. So I just grabbed it at that price, and yeah, I'm really pleased with what I've got. The listing said it came with one track, which I actually thought was this one, which was this broken track that's been sort of held together with sticky tape. But actually it's come with one good track and one that's sort of been broken, and it's certainly, yeah, past best, but it's not too bad. So I've got two tracks for it. As you can see, it has all of the rear panels, although one of them is very yellowed and broken, and these two side panels actually look in pretty good condition. I do actually have some of these broken, which is what I wanted to fix up, and I have another one of these broken, which I'm going to fix up. The front of it is very yellowed. For some reason, that one panel has gone very yellowed, but that's all right because the spare that I have, that panel is pretty good, so we can swap that out. And it looks like none of the wheel pieces are broken, because the one I have, these rear sections are snapped off, and in fact some of the other pieces are missing. So I'm definitely going to be able to use this to make one pretty reasonable looking Thunder Tank, and that is my future project. I've been wanting to do one of these for a long time. I think it's a fun vehicle, and looking on YouTube I can't see anybody who's done any sort of restoration work on them, so I think it's going to be quite a fun project, and for £35 that was a definite bargain. And this leads me on to my next package, so let's open that. So this is my next purchase, and this is from Etsy, and it's a shop called Sloth and Crocodile that make reproduction parts, and I've actually shown some of these here on Polloi Two. They make replacement tyres for vintage Transformers and GoBots, but they also make replacement tracks for the Thunder Tank, so I've grabbed a set of those. So let's open this up and see what they look like. Right, so inside here, as I say, yeah, this is from Sloth and Crocodile. That's their card, and yeah, it's an Etsy shop, and again they have a discount code if you want to grab some and get a bit of price off your next one. I forgot to do that when I ordered these. I didn't realise I could have got 10% off, but here we go. So here are some replacement tracks for the Thunder tank. There's also another little figure in there. We've got another little sort of 3D printed monster of sorts. Not quite sure what that's from, but that is pretty cool. And yeah, here are some replacement tracks for the Thunder tank. Those look pretty good. In fact, let me bring in one of the broken ones that I've got here and we can compare them. Yeah, those look pretty nice actually. Are they the right size? They sort of certainly seem to be. I'm going to be very intrigued to try those out. So I've now got the remains of a Thunder tank and some replacement tracks for it. It's going to be a fun project. This package comes from Craig in Florida, and I've got a really nice note with it as well. It says, "Dear Dave, as we have spoke about before, I have included a really dirty m.a.s.k Thunderhawk that I've had since I was a kid. It has been in my parents' garage for over 30 years. It's not in great shape, but I thought you might be able to use it in some fashion. I've also included my original Yoda from my childhood as well. All of the accessories are long gone, but I figured you could use him more than I could. Also mini Micro Machines and a Micro Machines car wash set that I have had since the 80s. I think I only played with the car wash 1 or 2 times. Everything should be inside it. In that same 30-year-old Ziploc bag there are 3 Buddy L zippers. They came as a 4-pack, but I couldn't find the yellow van. I also put a couple of surprise gifts for you. I've been to a couple of vintage toy stores here in Florida and found a few things I know you need. Anyways, I hope you enjoy all the gifts. Maybe I will see the unboxing in one of your future videos. Cheers, Craig, Florida." Well, Craig, you will be seeing this in a video and you should be watching it right now. That all sounds amazing. So let's open this up and let's see exactly what it is. Okay, so I think I'm in, and let's start with the Thunderhawk. I can see it's certainly seen better days. It looks like it's missing some doors straight away, but they're always fixable. I think you can generally find pieces for these pretty easily, so I'm sure we can get this looking good again. It is indeed a very well played with Thunderhawk. Yeah, the doors are both missing. The tyres, oh, it's got a couple of tyres. That's unusual. Normally when you see these, all of the tyres are missing. So we're missing tyres on this side, but there are tyres on that side. Still got the seat belts though. Does it work? Let's have a go. I can't remember how to... Oh, of course it won't work. What am I saying? Because there are no doors. So yeah, I can fire that off and all that happens is the rear spoiler pops up because there are no doors to pop up. I reckon though, that is pretty fixable. All I've got to do is find some missing doors. So if anyone watching has any spare doors, get in touch. I reckon we can get that looking pretty good. It's not too bad condition at all. It just needs a bit of a clean. Yeah, that's a fun old project there. So let's put that one to one side. What have we got here? We've got, oh, I know what this is. And if you've been watching my other series here on Polloi Two, you'll know exactly why I'm wanting this little figure here. It is a m.a.s.k Mayhem. That is pretty cool. That's one more m.a.s.k Mayhem to the cause. There's something in here, a tiny little thing. Let's see what's in this one. Oh, this is Yoda, of course, the tiny little thing. It is Craig's childhood Yoda. He is well packaged as well. Let me just cut some of this bubble wrap so we can get him out. Oh, look at that. A lovely little Yoda. This is looks like the sort of lighter skinned version of Yoda. He's certainly seen some action. He's a little bit faded. He's got a fair amount of paint missing. And he's a bit floppy, but he's lovely because you can tell that he's had quite a life already and quite a story to tell. Then what have we got in this one? Oh, look, I can see it's another m.a.s.k Mayhem. That is amazing. That is 2 more m.a.s.k Mayhems to go in the pot of m.a.s.k Mayhems and gets me that little bit closer towards the mile. Thank you for those. Then we have this pack here, which sounds like it's all Micro Machines. So let's get into this. Okay. Yeah, that's all little Micro Machines. I remember these at the time. I think I possibly was a little bit too old for Micro Machines, or just into other toy lines. But there's absolutely loads in here. Look at that. So we've got, yeah, a few of these are Buddy L sort of little pullback vehicles. So these are a little bit like penny racers. They have very similar tyres to the penny racers. Did they say Dunlop on them? They don't, but they look about the same scale. So those are the little pullback vehicles. And then all of this is Micro Machines. Wow, there's a whole selection. We've got some big sort of off-road vehicles. We've got little trucks. These are all really nice little vehicles. They're very well detailed considering the size of them. And then we have this, which is the car wash. How do we open that? That's hinged on that side. Oh right, yeah, look, whole load of pieces, and it is indeed a car wash. I'll have to try and work out how that's all supposed to go together. There's bits of panels and all sorts. Maybe these go on the top here somehow. That one needs a little bit of investigating. But Craig, that is really kind. Thanks ever so much for sending all of this stuff over. I'm definitely going to have to get this fixed up. I reckon we can easily get that put back together. Thank you for the little Yoda, and of course 2 more miles mayhems for the calls. And I think I've sussed the car wash out. I've just managed to put most of it together. Looks like you're supposed to have cars drive up here. They go through the car wash and come out this end. Maybe there's a handle missing or something, because I can see there's supposed to be a bit of rubber here that twists around. It's got little prongs on it. I'm going to have to do a little bit more research on that, but I think I've got most of it set up, so that's a good start. And that is it for this unboxing video. And in a slight change with tradition, I'm showing you some things that are actually now fully restored using bits that I unboxed in this video. As you can see, my Thunder tank is now fully complete. I've actually got that all restored. I've also repaired the ghost trap as well using that bit of pipe that you saw me buy. So this is a little sneak peek of some projects that you will be seeing over on Toy Polloi very soon, because as you can see, they are all done. So I do need to say a big thank you to Craig for very kindly sending in a box of donations. There's some really nice pieces there, and 2 more miles mayhems for the collection. Hopefully you have enjoyed this video. If you have, then make sure to hit the subscribe button and tap the bell to be notified each time I upload a new video. And if you've really enjoyed it, then head on over to my main channel Toy Polloi and subscribe there as well. And thanks for watching.